Now let's understand the routing in Next.js, how to handle it. But first, what is routing? So if you have used React, and I think you have because that's why you are here to learn Next.js. And if you are using React or if you have used React, it comes with a library called React Router, and that helps us to manage different pages on a single page application in React. So yes, we have to rely on some external library like React Router. But in this Next.js, we don't have to do that. It comes in the box. So let me see, or let's see how to use this. So if you see the home page here that we have no routes here, nothing, just a basic localhost 3000. And in the pages, we have this index.js, and this is rendering h2, and this says this thing. So it means in the pages we have index, which will be the base file. So if we create something like this called profile.js, and let me copy all the stuff and paste it here, and this should be called as profile. So let me name home to profile. Save this, and now if we go to slash profile, we will see this is the profile page h2 from this page. Okay, so that's how we have basic routing or pages routing. What about nested routing? So if we want, say we want profile slash the profile of someone called Nishant 666. So how we can do that? So in this case, we have to remove the profile page. Let me copy the stuff. Okay, this stuff, and delete the file. We have to create a folder because that will also work. And the folder name will start from the route. So if you want localhost 3000, we have to name this as profile, like this. In this, we can create a file called index.js, and we can simply paste this and it will still work like this. See, it's working. Now about the nested routing, we have to create one file here called in array brackets called profile id dot js, like this. Let me paste it here as well and make this as profile id, and this will say this is the profile page by current user. So we'll handle this current user later. If you go to profile, it's working, but if you now go to Nishant 666, this will still work. And this is called dynamic routing using array brackets. So it takes the id that we will pass here, and it takes it as dynamic id of the file if we add it in Angular, array brackets. Now how to get this Nishant 666 in our page? So we have to import this thing called use router from next router. Okay, use router. Now let me get, or let me yes, do what? Let me have an instance. So let router equals to use router, like this. Let me just console this and check what we get in the console. Open the console. So we'll get an object here from profile id.js and this, and we have all these items called as path, which contains the path of the current route. I mean this. Then we have what else? Path name, which is this profile id. And remember, the file name that we have, profile id, will be the query name. So in the query object, I mean query property, we have the profile id and it's Nishant 666. If we change this to Nishant only, we will see this Nishant only in the query as profile id. Now let me get this. So router dot query dot profile ID. See, this name is same as this. Now save this. Now let me see if it is here or not. Okay, it's undefined. Let me give it a refresh. Okay, it's undefined. Profile ID. Okay, it starts from small p, not capital P. Now it's here. Now let me just copy this and rename or replace this current user with this router.query.profile ID. And we will see this. Or maybe we have to rename by to off. And we will see this. If we type 666 here, you will see this here. The same thing we type here will reflect here. Okay. Now what about nested dynamic routing? So let's say this Nishan 666 has a lot of blocks that we want to show in here. So how we can do that? Instead of the profile ID file, let me copy the contents. We have to create a folder. Let me delete this first. So create a folder called, in array brackets, profile ID .js. Okay, not JS, sorry. Just the profile ID. It's a folder, not a file. In this, we can add a file called index.js and simply paste all the contents here. Now it will work because it works the same way that we have a folder. So in the folder, we have the profile ID with index.js. Let me create a file here called posts.js. Now let me paste this code, make this as posts. We don't need router here. I mean, not for now. And we have to make this as, this is the posts page. Save this, and if you go to Nishan's 666/posts, we will see the use router is not defined. We don't need this. So we will see this text called, this is the posts page. So that's how it works. We have the home page, localhost 3000, then the profile page in the folder here. Then we have the ID Nishan 666. Then we have the file called posts. I mean this file. If you want to make it like this, let's say 1, we have to make the posts as a folder, not a file. So let me just select all this and create a new folder. Let me remove posts.js, and in the folder of profile ID, make a folder called posts, small posts. In here, we will have an index.js and we can paste it. Okay, it will work now, but not this. This will work. Now in this posts, we can create a file called, let's say in array brackets, same way that we have in profile ID, say posts ID .js. Let me paste it, and this will be called as, this is a post page for someone. So let me just import use router, add it, the same thing here, repeat it, and then get me this. I mean, let's get this, and for this, but this will be known as posts ID, not profile ID. Posts ID. Now save, and now if you go to /1, okay, failed to compile, let router, sorry, yes, you will see this is the posts page for 1. Maybe we can say Nishant again, and this will reflect as Nishant because this post is for Nishant, or maybe. So that's how we handle simple routing that we showed at the first. Then we have dynamic routing using array brackets. Then we have nested routing in a folder. Then we have nested dynamic routing in a folder, and then like this, I mean array brackets like this. So that was routing in Next.js.